Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream tonight. Tuesday 7:30. Every Tuesday 7:30. I'm trying to fix the chat next to the stream because it doesn't work yet. Okay, I think it's working now. Okay, so if you are here for the first time on the stream, then it works like this. The streaming is live, so you can just check it out here on my channel every Tuesday 7:30 p.m. Dutch time. And if you want to talk with me live, you can do this. You need to have a Skype account, and then you can send me a message that you want to speak with me. And you can do this through my Skype address, which is Ligi Live. Also, if you don't dare or you don't want to talk live, that's also fine. Then you can also just talk with me, sending me messages through Skype or sometimes here in the chat, on the live chat. So that's an option. And of course, if you like what I speak about, if you like the things that I share here online for everybody to see, to follow and to hear, then you can subscribe to my channel, and then you if you click the bell on the next to the subscription button, you receive direct notifications when I go live every Tuesday. And if you really appreciate what I'm saying, you can donate. You can do this every time you watch the stream. You just click on the button on the top of my channel. It's very much appreciated. I appreciate any contribution, any donation that I've received or that I receive. So it's wonderful. Keep on doing this. And I think that's it for the practical part of the stream. So when you come here with a lot of expectations, then you might be disappointed. You most probably will get disappointed because I don't give instant gratification. I don't work on solving your problems, but what I do is reflect on them. Reflect on your situation, of where you are, how you're doing, and sometimes also the way I'm doing myself, what's happening with myself. Jinx? Okay, that's my cat. So, it's mostly about reflecting and sharing the wonder of being alive. And I do this in English, even though I'm Dutch, because I know quite a lot of people that appreciate this, and it's much easier for everyone to do it in English so we can communicate, because communication is so important and it's so nice, wonderful to be able to do this. Come. Here we are. There he is. It's my Jinx. It's ginger. It doesn't look ginger, but he really is. He behaves like one. So we want to say hi. I don't know if you can see him. We want to say hi. Hello. And it's because it's getting colder now. He gets into the cozy places and the warm places, like on my lap and on the bed and under the blanket and all these things, because that's just what we love. We love to be comfortable. We love to be comfortable and pleasant. That's what animals do, and that's also what humans do. Don't you, Jinx? Don't you? You just love it. Okay, so that's about it. Oh, you're going to write something. That's so sweet. How you do that? Okay. Okay, so tonight I want to talk about expectations. And because expectations somehow are happening continuously all the time, every many moments during just one day. And it's something that we can't really stop from happening. It's the same with the thoughts, and it's the same with everything, actually. We can't prevent this from happening, but we can reflect on it, and we can try to analyze or try to reflect on what happens if you have expectations, because what mostly does happen, and then I also really speak of my own experience, is that when I have a very big expectation, usually I always get disappointed. It's just common sense in a way. There's always this thing and there's another thing, and they are both each other's counterparts. So when there's a lot of expectations, most probably you will have a lot of disappointment. And of course, having expectations is something that is just a human dynamic. It's something that comes natural. But we suffer because we think it is the reality. The expectation is the reality, like the expectation of becoming happy, or the expectation of finally being together with the love of your life, or joining a group of people that you really adore, and then you are going to be rejected, or a job that you really, really, really would like to have, and it's not happening. And we are so vulnerable, we feel so vulnerable, but we're taught that we have to shut this off, so we have a mask that doesn't show our vulnerability, and many times the opposite happens, and the behavior is just the opposite. You get very tight and inflexible, and you have this hardness, this toughness about you, and that is because in fact you feel really vulnerable. But the contra reaction is, and I used to have this a lot when I was having difficulties with my conditioning and with the way I was wired, without even doing this on purpose. This just happened. And then I would feel really lost and vulnerable and insecure, But the opposite response happened. I was tightening up, I was pushing people away, don't come near to me, or like I felt I needed to reject others because I felt that they would never be able to help me, or I wasn't worth helping. But so that's all a dynamic, and it's mainly based on conditioning, on energetic patterns, on mental patterns, on your mindset. Something that's been planted like a seed, or like an idea about yourself. And the thing is, you can't prevent this expecting or expectation to happen. It's just that you need to learn to lessen it, or to loosen the tense the tense tensity it gives, because that tensity, or the higher the expectation, the more anxious you become, and the more anxious you become, the less you are here, present, enjoying the ride of the flow, whether it's on a high wave, or whether it's on a low wave, or whether in between, or whether in a calm, like kind of maybe stable situation. It's all constantly moving. But the expectation is like, it's like the top of the bill, it's like the cherry on the cake. It's this perfect image about mostly yourself, or an idea about an imaginary self that's not realistic to the moment of where you are. And I mean, don't take me wrong, I really love imagination. I think the power of imagination is incredible. It's beautiful. And you can use this imagination to reflect on your body sensations. Imagine through scanning your body, which you do it's actually an imagination, because you can't see you yourself as a person, your personality can't see inside of your body, so you're reflecting on sensations. And by doing this, you imagine certain things, like you have all these cells inside of your body, and the way your breath is going inside. When you inhale, it's going inside of your organs, and it's spreading throughout all your veins, all your blood system, and your organs, through your lungs and to your belly. And when you exhale, you can see, like it's like a it's like a little cloud, or a big cloud, or whatever, and you see little particles coming out, which you can't really see, but it's imagination. And it's beautiful, this ability to imagine, because actually everything is imagination. Everything is imagination. When you close your eyes, there's an imagination happening without you needing to do anything. Images, ideas, expectations connected to an image, they're appearing. And the same is happening when you have your eyes opened, but then when you have your eyes opened, it's like it's as if it has a higher value. When your eyes are open, it's like the eagerness starts to come. There's this eagerness of wanting, and the wanting brings this expectation and brings also the disappointment. I mean, again, my cat or animals are such good examples of this, that there is the attempt to try and come to sit on my lap, and my cat tries it, and he does it, or even I invited him, so okay, but still he might try it. And then if I have this energy of, and verbally, but this verbal words are energy. So anyway, so if I do like no, or this is enough, like for example, he's still sitting here, but I find it so sweet and warm and cuddly, so I really like his company. But I could also say like, no, now it's enough, and then it's finished, it's over, the sitting on my lap part. And then that's no problem, because there's no expectation. There's just the actual happening of doing something or wanting something. And then it might happen or it might not happen. But we, as the mind is functioning, and the way we're conditioned, it's like, oh, it's becomes so important. It's so important. It's the only focus we have. Is that the wanting, the desire, the illusion? It's so big. It's so much desired for. And then you completely forget that you're just sitting where you are sitting, and that life is an unfolding for you right now. It's happening for you. It's not happening. And when you're able to let go of this huge expectation, whatever it is, or whatever they are, then it's also easier for you to just be you, and to just be as you are. Because the expectations out there somewhere, it's only about you. The expectation, the longing, the wanting, the desire, it has only to do with you. We are such self-centered beings, as are all animals, in a way. Self-centered or just instinctive. But okay, let's say we're self-centered, because it seems it seems like it always seems something that it's not. It's just always you. Simple. It's just simple. And the thing that we can do and animals don't do, or just don't have the ability to do, but we do, is to reflect on it. Like how does it make you feel when you have these desires? Because your longing is to be yourself, to be your truly, fully, just who you are, with all your flaws, with all your insecurity, with not knowing what to do next, with with the mess that you feel you are, or the frustrations or the anxiety. But what you do in the longing and in the desire and the wanting somewhere there is you leave this moment. You leave where you are. Your focus gets, it's kind of, it's broken, it's split. It's like you are this yeah, it's like you're bipolar in a way. You are identifying with an illusion, a character, or a future character that's just not here. We are nowhere else but here. Beautifully vulnerable and open and receptive and also playful and curious, fascinated, creative, with a mind that is able to analyze and reflect on what's happening. Okay, Jinx, what's happening? Hi, Tom. Hi, Hennessy. Oh, that's beautiful, Tom. I'm glad to hear that. Very glad. I fell into peace after our talk for a while. Nice. Okay, so if there's more people that want to ask me any question about your situation, about how you feel, you want to reflect on or share this with me and with the others, you're very welcome. You can do this through the live stream. You can send me a message saying, hello, I want to ask you this, or yeah, say something. So feel welcome to do this. Jinx. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I so much would like to have a dog to complete my little family. And I know it will happen. Sooner or later it's going to happen. And Jinx also loves dogs, don't you? But they're these beautiful, beautiful dogs. I want to adopt one of these hunter dogs that they all have in Spain. They call it galgos or greyhounds, Spanish greyhounds. And they're so beautiful, they're so sweet. And yet such gentle characters. It's just amazing. I don't know, maybe you know them. They're like, they are the more calm version of whippets and yeah, bigger as well. So beautiful. So that's something that I have, like a longing, like a wanting. And if I'm very, very honest, I would like to happen it yesterday and not today. So there's a big wanting or longing, but also I know that my situation right now may be not ideal, so I have to just, I keep my heart open and I just keep the possibility open, and I know in my heart that it's going to happen. I just know it's going to happen, and that sensation or that knowing, it's like an inner knowing. It can happen also for anyone with anything, you know, giving up or letting go, more letting go than giving up actually, is good, because you put it into the world, this longing of yours, this desire, and also a focus, like a focus, and then you let it go, because in the end it's up to God, right? It's up to destiny. It's up to whatever life brings for you. Now he's really going for it. Yeah. Okay. 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 Yeah. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Oh. Okay. Sit still. Is it really? Was it your landlady? That's really funny, because that name was really amazing. Okay, this was fantastic. That was really like, what the hell? Who's that? Um, no, that was really great that you arranged that. I feel like next time I'm going to put out a lot of candles, because Tom said the other time that he really likes the ambience in my room or in my house, and I like a lot ambience. I'm quite good at it, and it's important to me to make things cozy, to make the place where I live cozy. But you know, here, up here, it's a bit much. But maybe I'll do it. Maybe around Christmas time. Who knows? I know Anne has dogs too, right? I think I remember that. Well, there's many more people who have dogs. Oh yeah, and when you are on the chat and when you're new here, then I would really appreciate it if you would say your name and also where you're from, because YouTube doesn't show, because of privacy law now, where people come from, and I find it really sad and silly and stupid actually. So I just really appreciate it if you say, hi, I'm da 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 da, and I'm from da 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 da. It's always nice to know where people come from. So if I look back at experiences I've made in the past when I was in my puberty and stuff like that, or other things I've done, I know that there's a period in my life that I relate to, that has been very important to me, and it had made a big impact, a huge impact actually. So I was 16, 17, and then I first met my first love, and that was very impressive and incredibly affecting my personal feelings and my personal life, but also my family life, because I was still living with my parents. So and it was not going very well when I was living with my parents. So you know, there was a lot of tension. So that period in my life has been really given a big impact. So I just would like to, and because of it, I can relate to it still a lot. Like I think I identified myself with that and with some other pretty significant periods in my life. And I think it's very good to reflect on periods of our life that we have experienced and how they affected our identity. Because I know people that have been into spiritual concepts or spiritual teachers, for example, or being a musician and taking drugs, or being a hippie, you know. So and that affected, I think, their identity. That their identity was built upon these experiences. And so it would be good if you, just for yourself, or you can also share it with us, with me, check this out to relate to it. What was it? Or maybe you know it, or maybe you don't really know it, you're not sure, maybe you forgot, or anything like that, to just explore this, because it's really normal and okay to have this identity, or that you have this identification, you made this identification with something maybe other than your upbringing. And then when you still feel that that identity still is bothering you, or that it is limiting you in many ways or in some ways, it's always good to explore what it then is that makes you feel limited, and yeah, whatever brings it up in you. Hi, Hugo. Of course, I know that. I know that you're from Leiden. I know that you're from Holland. But it's nice that you're telling the others. That's also nice, I think. I'm glad to see that you're joining the stream, Hugo. I'm really glad for that. Hennessy says, any attempt to turn off expectation just creates a further expectation. Yes, true. But don't take it too seriously. Just let it go again. Oh yeah. Did I already tell you that you can donate to my channel, to the live stream? You can do this every time during or after the stream. You just click on the button that appears in the channel on the top. Any contribution or donation is greatly appreciated. You know, there's nothing that you need to do. Actually, doing nothing is a fantastic, amazing thing that's just happening all the time. Human beings are very good at keeping them from doing nothing. Doing nothing is what a lot of animals are very good at. Like my cats, or like dogs, or like cows in the field, or just a mosquito on the wall. While we're doing nothing, everything is happening. Everything is happening just through you, through life, through the processes. Oh, jinx. Did you hear that? Could you hear the spinning of Jinx? So sweet. So peaceful to just be and sit here together. It's amazing. You want some tapestries on my wall, Tom? You think that's going to be beautiful? You know, I can just create my own Kazakhstani space. That would be great. Yeah, maybe some ethnic statues, and I can put on a sari or a sarong. The only thing that's starting to get cold in winter now, so I have to really heat up the place. And candles, and maybe some glass bowls, or yeah, it's a good idea, Tom. I like the idea. Wonderful. Yeah, I must admit, yeah, the wall behind me is very empty, isn't it? And some tribal paraphernalia, what's that? Paraphernalia, is that like tribal gadgets? I guess. I guess. Yeah, good one. But then we have to make a deal, Tom, because then you also need to decorate your house. So next time when we have a Skype conversation, I can look at your beautiful environment, because this is a similar kind of exchange. We all love beauty. We all love to be satisfied with the senses, through the eyes, a lot through the eyes actually. Yeah, and also through taste and through sound and to touch, and that exchange is the intimacy. The intimacy that you long for is in the beauty and also in the ugliness, if there exists something like that. The intimacy is in the connection and the embracement of whatever is happening, not the rejection. The rejection only makes this separation stronger, but actually the longing for the intimacy also. It's so, yeah, you're fucked either way. You just have to deal with it. Deal with it. Or just share it. Throw it out. Just bring it on. And see that you're not alone in this. That everyone is struggling. Everyone has challenges to deal with on a daily basis. Getting up, getting out of the bed, cycling through the storm. That's what we do in Holland. Going to do your job, taking care of the children, taking care of your house, your groceries, your whatever. Oh. La di da di da da. Do, 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 do. Okay. Yeah? You wanna talk? Okay, Tom. Let's do this. Okay then. Go ahead. Oh, you have a candle! That's so sweet. You look beautiful and very...
Say hello.
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, what a different ambience.
Already?
Yeah, already. Totally.
It gives the whitewashed wall behind me a nice red hue, you know?
Yeah, and also the metallic vine behind your couch. Yeah, it's the best. You should do this more often. It's great. Where did you go? Wait, I lost you. Oh, there you are. Oh, it's such a pity we can't record this.
Oh, I know. That's why you need to do like a Zoom.
What? Maybe I can share this. How does this work?
Yeah, you can share your screen, I think.
Really? Yeah, I think I know, but I don't know how, if it's going to be on the stream.
No, you did it just then.
Did it?
Because I saw myself. Yeah.
Really? Oh, wait.
Oh, I'm there. Hello, everyone.
Hello. They can hear you, but...
Do you have any questions? What?
Yeah?
What does your future look like? I can tell you.
Yeah, definitely. Great.
Oh,
yeah, wonderful. Nice.
And I look like a crazy man rocking backwards and forwards. Okay.
No, you don't. But I think you're already in your PJs, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the sweetest thing. Look at that, a little, what's that? A sheep.
Yeah.
I love it, Tom. You made my day.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad. But yeah, I was just going to say that,
Yeah.
I think you have some. You were talking about you're going to wear a sari and you're going to have some tapestries, and I think you should have maybe some chopsticks in your hair.
Yeah, maybe like tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
like
What other
like-
suggestions?
And a fan, maybe a nice Chinesey fan.
Oh.
Maybe you can just go.
And just
with it.
pretending as being exotic, Lychee.
Yeah.
Lychee exotic. Oh, we do a new episode of Lychee exotic, and then or not. What is your idea? Just
What was
dressing
that word?
up and no to.
What exotic? What was the word you said before exotic?
I said Lychee exotic.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good idea. Yeah, I think that's really good.
Yeah, and then also talking or no talking, just looking exotic.
Maybe just looking into the distance a little bit and a bit transcendent. Whatever you feel, really.
Oh, great! That's a wonderful idea, Tom. I'm going to definitely think about it. You know, the performer inside of me just likes to come out.
Yeah, I've noticed.
You've noticed?
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah?
I have to say that I crave that as well.
Yeah.
Like performing, you know?
Yeah.
Like James held a retreat recently.
Yeah.
And I did a bit of performing, I don't know, it was me just being really stupid and making a fool of myself basically. But anyway, that's my style of performing.
Yeah.
Everyone was in hysterics.
Yeah. Wonderful. Great. And you were enjoying. That's important.
I was loving the attention. All eyes on me.
Yeah.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah.
But I've been trying to listen to your live stream, but James has a new game.
Yeah. Oh, is he going to be in the picture on the TV?
Oh, I don't think you can see it. Just
I can. And James is there. Hi, James.
Say hello, James. All right, he's shy.
He's a bit shy, yeah. But nobody can see you, James. It's just me.
You're just a dark, mysterious silhouette in the background.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Just how he wants to be, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We are the brave ones, Tom. We dare to go into the light, and we dare to just show ourselves vulnerable, but also exotic, and also crying, and also just weeping and being hectic and a mess, don't we?
Bipolar.
Yeah, and also you know, and also this part of the performance is also really, part of this, you know, because life is a theater, isn't it?
I think it is, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
And like you say, this is like a performance right now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
a free performance.
It's a free performance, but it's not. You have to donate.
Yeah, donate, everyone.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
No, but it is, and I like very much your contribution because it makes it very light-hearted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good, I'm glad.
Yeah, very glad.
And I'm casting a spell on you right now.
Yeah, you are. Okay.
Okay.
But we're going to continue this next time because I think I'm not going to do a lot of more streaming tonight. I think this was a good ending.
Yeah, I think so.
Good night.
Good night.
Sleep tight.
See you again.
Yes.
In the mysterious, unknown future. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Oh God, this is such a mess. What's everybody saying? Okay. About earlier, I was always quite zen when I was young. That's nice to know, Hugo. I identify with that. Yeah. Oh, that's really sweet. And I completely can imagine. That's nice. Very nice to hear that, Hugo. I didn't know. Pat is saying, hi, are you Irish, Canadian, English, or just a normal person? I think I'm something like that, but then probably European, normal person. Yeah, definitely. But something like that, a mixture, like a cocktail. Okay, so go on, go. Okay. Oh, yeah, we can do this. Okay, so, and Hennessy says, doing nothing implies that doing it should simply be not doing. That sounds a bit zen though. Yeah, it's exactly what I mean. Yeah. I don't need to explain myself. That's so good with you guys. What a wonderful advice, Tom. I really love it. I appreciate a lot. I think it's the best. Okay, so even though, of course, I could continue doing this streaming tonight, I think this was a very nice one. And it might have relaxed you, inspired you, definitely inspired Tom, that's for sure. I give you some insight. That's beautiful, because I'm doing this because I hope it has some kind of effect on anybody that hears this message. So if you feel that you would like to contribute, making me giving more of these talks, doing this online or also offline, then you can start donating now. And the donate button is at the top of my channel. And of course, you're very welcome to join next week, 7:30 p.m. Dutch time, same place, same same time. Yeah? Do you offer pet advice? Pet hectic? No, I don't offer pet advice. But I offer my streamings. That's what I do, and it might be included pets or not. You never know. So it's always a surprise. Okay, bye everyone. See you guys. See you guys next week. Ciao, ciao.